Once upon a time, in a grand castle, surrounded by lush green meadows, there lived a cheerful princess named Evelyn. She was full of life, always playing with her dolls, and having fun pillow fights with her two sisters, Amelia and Sophia. The castle echoed with their laughter every evening. One day during one of their wild pillow fights, feathers flew everywhere, filling the room like a soft snowstorm. But their fun was short-lived when their parents stormed in, their faces filled with disapproval. "Queen, you girls have turned the castle into a mess again." "King, as punishment Amelia and Sophia will be sent to the summer house for a month. Maybe then you will all learn to be more responsible." Evelyn's heart sank. She didn't want to be alone. She pleaded with her parents, but their decision was final. The next day, her sisters left, and the castle felt empty and silent. Just when Evelyn thought her days would be lonely, a new family moved into the neighboring estate. They had a daughter her age named Jasmine. She was friendly, full of energy, and had the same love for games and adventure as Evelyn. The two girls quickly became best friends. They spent their days exploring the castle gardens, playing hide-and-seek in the grand hallways, and of course having pillow fights just like Evelyn used to with her sisters. One afternoon, as they tossed pillows at each other, a strange blue feather floated out of one, and landed softly on the floor. It shimmered with a glow, unlike any ordinary feather. "Jasmine, this feather looks magical." "Evelyn, let's test it." They hurried outside to a withered rose bush in the castle garden. Evelyn gently waved the blue feather over the lifeless flowers. To their amazement, the flowers bloomed instantly, bursting into the most vibrant shades of red, pink, and yellow. "Jasmine, this is incredible." Excited by their discovery, the girls began testing the feather's magic all around the castle. A cracked fountain? The feather fixed it. A broken swing? It was as good as new. A sad puppy? The feather made it wag its tail in joy. But then, they grew curious. Where had this feather come from? And what else could it do? That night, Evelyn couldn't sleep. She kept thinking about the blue feather's power. What if it had a secret they didn't yet understand? Unable to resist, she tiptoed to her pillow, pulled out the feather, and whispered, "Show me your true power." The feather glowed brighter than ever before, but this time the light was eerie, almost too strong. The walls of her room trembled, and a shadowy figure began forming before her eyes. It was a mystical bird with shimmering blue wings. Its eyes glowing like stars, it spoke in a deep, echoing voice. "Mystical bird, you have awakened my power, but magic is not meant to be played with. Everything you have restored must now be paid for." Suddenly the beautiful flowers they had revived withered again, the fountain cracked once more, and the castle lights flickered. The feather trembled in Evelyn's hand as if warning her. If they continued using it carelessly, it could take away something even more precious. The next morning, Evelyn told Jasmine everything. Together, they decided to return the feather to where it belonged, but the question remained, where did it come from? They searched the castle, following whispers of wind. That seemed to guide them deep into the royal library. There, hidden behind ancient books, they discovered an old, forgotten book about the feather of Evermore. A feather from a sacred bird that could restore life, but demanded balance in return. Realizing they had been playing with dangerous magic, they knew they had to return it. Following the book's instructions, they journeyed to the enchanted willow tree deep in the forest. As they placed the feather at its roots, a sudden gust of wind swirled around them, and the blue feather vanished into the air. The tree bloomed with golden leaves, as if thanking them for returning its magic. Evelyn and Jasmine rushed back to the castle where her sisters Amelia and Sophia had just returned. The four girls hugged tightly. Evelyn realized that no magic could ever replace the joy of having family and friends. From that day on, they continued their pillow fights, playful adventures, and endless laughter, but this time, they knew that some things were best left untouched by magic. And so, Evelyn, her sisters, and Jasmine lived happily ever after, cherishing the real magic of love, family, and friendship. Moral of the story: magic can be powerful, but true happiness comes from friendship, love, and the memories we create, not shortcuts or spells.